So now, welcome back. All are ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we will go forward to the next agenda. So the next item in the agenda, that is the speech evaluation. So we had 2 speeches, and now before going to the evaluation, let us see the timing rules for evaluation. So Madam Toastmaster, can you please explain the timing rules for evaluation, please?
The timing rules for Toastmaster John Thomas is 2 minutes, the green light will be on, 2.5 amber, and red light at 3. And for both of the same act.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Now let me invite Toastmaster John Thomas for his evaluation report of Toastmaster speech.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members, Toastmaster Puran in particular, good evening once again.
Good evening.
Toastmaster Puran was supposed to entertain us today. Have you all really felt entertained?
Yes.
Good. I always enjoy when Toastmaster Puran speaks because the way he delivers the message is very unique. At every speech there is a takeaway message, and this speech was not exceptional. Today also there was a message which I don't know how many of you can take away, but I can definitely take it as a message, as a personal message. Now, if you ask me to highlight what is the most important thing, of course it is the message. And he was supposed to narrate a personal story, and he did narrate a personal story, and there were a lot of elements which involved him, his friends, his family. So everything where he was involved was part of the story, and he narrated it in very simple terms, and it was very vivid pictures. The images he has drawn in front of you was really clear. The way he has expressed it is in a very clear manner. And how you make a speech entertaining, there was not much of humor, but what makes a speech entertaining is when you put in some twist in the speech. So there were twists in the speech which really made the speech an entertaining speech. And if you talk about the general terms of the delivery, there was pinches of humor. He has really had good gestures, and there was real stage movement, good voice modulation. Overall, the message of the structure of the speech and the delivery, you scored very well in both of those things. And areas of improvement, I think doing an ACP project, the opening was not that energetic. You should have, because that was a very plain opening. There was no excitement, no energy, no enthusiasm. You should have done it a better way. If you had done that opening in a better way, the speech would have scored really high mark. So when you prepare your next speech, just put some more ideas and try to come up with a very interesting opening so that you get the complete attention of the audience, because opening is really important. Overall, it was a good speech. All the best for your future projects.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster John Thomas. Now let us welcome Toastmaster Ashraf for his evaluation about Madam Toastmaster Arna's speech. Welcome.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and Madam Toastmaster Arna in particular. Good evening once again. Congratulations to Madam Toastmaster Arna for successfully completing your first speech. In fact, it was a very nice breaker. It was a presented your life story in a brilliant way within 7 minutes. This chronicles you organized it in a very nice way, and it was clearly passed to the audience. What I felt very particular about it is the presentation, the imagery you bring to the audience. Like especially when you explain your experience in the darkness of that desert, you took us all into that experience. Excellent. About your childhood, you started from your childhood with your siblings, your family members, and then you brought us to your adventures, your hobbies, trekking, traveling, and all this. Then the special particular experience about your traveling experience, and also you were successful in bringing some humor element. Your speech is very positive thing when we are considering an English speaker. Then you talked about evaluating your engineering career, or just about giving birth to your child in a humorous way. Congrats for bringing those elements to your speech, and your ambition to be an entrepreneur, and how you got away from those ambitions, and again you are bringing back yourself into the life and to the world of your ambition. So all this made your speech a good speech. About the aspects of analyzing the speech's clarity, nobody will say I was not clear what you spoke. It was very clear. Vocal clarity is also very clear. No mounting, humming or something. Eye contact is brilliant. You didn't escape from anyone. You did a good job. And only you can the comfort level and audience awareness, maybe it will come up. So anyway, congrats and best of luck for the future.
Thank you, Dr. Ashraf, for the evaluation speech. Now let us quickly come back to the theme of the meeting. Sorry, before that, shall we request Mr. Ann for the timing report?
CM John Thomas took 3 minutes and 10 seconds, qualified, and CM Ashraf took 3 minutes and 17 seconds, both of them.
Thank you, Madam Professor. And now let us come back to the meeting. So we were talking about tolerance. The United Nations first celebrated the year of tolerance in 1995, and they declared 16th of November as International Day of Tolerance. And our UAE has also taken some initiatives for the tolerance, to promote tolerance among its citizens and expatriates. So according to that, on 15th of December 2018, the respected President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed declared 2019 as the year of tolerance, and the aim was to highlight UAE as a global capital for tolerance. The Minister of State was also appointed. It was introduced in 2016. Sheikh Lubina Qasimi was the first minister for tolerance, and the current Minister of Tolerance is His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak. The themes of National Program for Tolerance in UAE. There is 5 themes: strengthening the government's role as an incubator of tolerance, consolidating the role of cohesive family in building a tolerant society, promoting tolerance among youth, and protecting them from fanaticism and extremism. 4th one is enriching the scientific and cultural content of tolerance, and the last one, contributing the international efforts to promote tolerance and highlight the UAE's role as a tolerant country. So there will be 5 main pillars on which the UAE is focusing on. It is to deepen the values of tolerance and coexistence among different cultures by teaching the youth the values of tolerance. And secondly, to solidify UAE as the global capital of tolerance through a series of initiative projects and dialogues between various cultures and civilizations. To implement multiple cultural programs and make contributions to build tolerant communities. To focus on legislative and policy-oriented objectives that contribute to mandating cultural and religious tolerance through dialogues, and to promote tolerance through targeted media initiatives and projects. So, these are the main initiatives taken. International Day of Tolerance. Last in 2018, some festivals was organized in Malamaralpa for this in the November during this Tolerance Day. Different bodies to celebrate the International Day of Tolerance. Value of tolerance. It is the voice of people who will undertake the UAE's mission in spreading tolerance locally and globally. And to revise UAE's laws and regulations to promote tolerance and renounce violence, extremism and fanaticism. So this is what I have to explain about tolerance and the initiatives taken by different bodies to promote tolerance. So I request each of us to be attentive about tolerance. And now let us go forward to the next item. So let us have the next session is the most exciting part of every Toastmasters meeting, the table topic session. So today we have Toastmaster Yunus, who will be our table topics master, and he will be continuing the session. So I welcome Toastmaster Yunus and hand over the podium to him. Yeah. So, yeah. So before starting the session, let us see the timing rules.
The table topic time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds at end only. Green light will turn on when it's completion of 1 minute. Amber light will turn down at the completion of 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red light will turn on at 2 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, and over to you.
Once again, good evening to all of you. We are going to start the table topic session, which is one of the fun portion of our meeting. So in this session, I will be calling one after speaker. He has to select one topic, and he will be given 30 seconds to think about the topic. After that, he has to speak about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. So now I request any guest to come on to the dais. Experienced by any? Yeah. Yeah, sure. His topic is parents are the most influential factors in our life. He has to express his thoughts. Parents are the most influential factors in our lives.
Toastmaster good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
The topic given to me is parents are the most influential factors for us in our life. And I do agree with this particular statement. Of course, parents are very, very influential when it comes to anyone's life here in this hall, everyone's life actually. As a child, first teacher is, of course, you know, mother. And you learn a lot by looking at the most closest people around you when you are a child. As I explained in the thought of the day, when you are a child, you learn a lot from surroundings, and you have very good urge to learn a lot. And during this period, you are very close to the people who are nothing but your parents. And these parents, actually, you see all the highs and lows, ups and downs, whatever the things they are going through in their life, difficulties, happiness. You share each and everything with them, and you learn how to react in each and every situation from your parents. And from them, you learn how you can achieve or what you want in your life. Actually, parents are the people who give their 100%, more than 100% in most of the situations, in almost all the situations when it comes to children. Am I right or not? Children, for parents, the welfare of children is nothing but that's the actually optimum achievement for them in their life. So they give their best. From that, you learn how to give your best in any given situation. And I do agree that yes, parents are the most influential factors for anyone in our life.
Thank you, Shubhamar. He has expressed his thoughts very well about the topic. I request the second speaker to come on to the dais.
Everybody? Nothing? No?
Yeah, laughter is the best medicine. Express your valuable thoughts. So he is the master of laughter. His topic is laughter and the okay?
Toastmaster of the evening, respected guests, fellow Toastmasters. I think the topic is very easy. We all know that laughter is the best medicine, especially when we are stressed. When we feel a lot of pressure, when we feel a lot of stress, which we face almost many times in our life, as soon as you find something to laugh at, something funny, I think you feel yourself release all the stress, don't you? So, more than the medicine, I think, for releasing your stress is laughter. Because if you take medicine to cure your stress or your pressure, hypertension, the side effects are always there. So that medicine is, I don't think, is good for you. Whereas laughter, which comes for free, but you must have the knack of seeing funny things in everything, which most people, I think, lack. When you get that kind of emotion or kind of encouragement or kind of some kind of a gift, that when you see something and if you can see some funny part in it, I think it immediately helps you release your stress, and that, I think, is kind of a thing which you can develop in you. And I think that's something which I or any one of us can develop by seeing things funny or making things funny if something becomes serious. Like, I always try to do that when my wife gets a bit too serious. I try to find the funny side of it, and then sometimes I'm successful in making it sound funny or making it funny, and as soon as I do that, I can see that it releases a lot of stress. She becomes more relaxed, and I think that's why sometimes the medicine of laughter can be used even during your daily life.
Thank you, Roy. Now, a question. topic is share something unusual about himself. He has to share something unusual about himself.
Tabletop Toastmaster, fellow members, good evening once again.
Good evening.
There are several things which are really unusual about me. I graduated in computer science way back in 1990. And past more than 25 years, close to 25 years, I've been working in IT field. And I am leading a team which manages high-end systems and storage and all those things. But till today, I haven't created a Facebook account for me. And WhatsApp, I have joined that group just because of Toastmasters. They stopped sending agenda through emails. So they forced me to get another mobile, get a different SIM, and the only communication I receive in that mobile is from Toastmasters. That number is not even shared with my children, my son who is in India. Do you think that is usual?
Yeah.
The only way I communicate with the outside world, my organization has given me an email ID. And now it is mandatory that you need to have an email ID for so many things, your bank, and anything other than any other communication, you need to have a personal email ID. So I have created a personal email ID in Hotmail when Hotmail was introduced a long time, and I am still using that Hotmail account, and that's the only email ID. That's the only digital evidence that I am still alive.
Thank you, John Thomas. Can I?
Yes.
No, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, his topic is the more we communicate, the less we really say. The more we communicate, the less we really say. You are right.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Good evening, all. Good evening, all, Toastmaster.
Good evening.
See, communication is very important. When you are communicating, the message is carrying, or the communication when you want to attend a meeting, or when you want to convey the message, or if you want to execute the work, all is continuous basis of the communication process only. So when you are communicating, more or less that those execution happening automatically. The action, more than the action, when you are communicating, those will be passing the information to the opponent or the audience or the staffs or anybody. This will help to execute the action majority of the time. Without communication, we cannot execute any of the execution of the action will not work well.
His topic is, what is the biggest concern for the future? What is your biggest concern for the future?
Next year's president.
Tabletop Master, fellow members and guests, good evening once again.
Good evening.
Actually, I don't have any biggest concerns and even small concerns. I want to avoid the concerns because it gets free from the tensions. Am I right? If you consent, you will be intensity. So I always wanted to go away from concerns or find solutions than concerns. So if solutions are there, there is no concerns. In few days before I got a message, WhatsApp, do you have any stress or concerns? So once the answer is yes, then the answer is given. Can you do something for that concerns? Yes. Then why you worry? Then other side of answer, there is no concerns. Then why you worry? So there are messages like that. If you have concerns or problems, are you ready to do something? Then no need to concerns. Or there is no concerns, no worries. So avoid concerns. And I don't have any concerns. Okay.
Yeah, his topic is, in what situation is lying a good idea? In what situation is lying a good idea?
What situation? See, just before one of the participants spoke about the communication is kind of like the more communication is less reaching. Okay, that's a kind of topic. It's a kind of.
If you want, I can change the topic.
That's yeah.
I can change. Can I repeat it?
Will you repeat?
Change the
Okay.
Same, like the more we communicate, the less we say. Laughter is the best medicine. Okay. Laughter is the best medicine. Currently, everyone, we are driving through very fast world today. Everyone is having a target and a set of goals we are running with that. But we don't have much time to laugh. So what we are doing, instead of kind of spending time with family and looking around our society or family, we are thinking laughing. We have to get through some comedy channels or some programs. Instead of looking for some outside things for laughing, we should look at ourselves, within ourselves and our colleagues or our family members. We have a lot of scenarios. We are just avoiding the things to think through and laugh, see the laughing scenarios. That's one thing. This is due to work pressure, or it could be the other tensions. So we should reduce our tensions and try to see what things are going around, and we have to get the good things from each scenario so that we can go through and understand the situations.
With this we conclude this session. Thank you all.
Good afternoon, Yunus. Now, let us quickly have a quiz session just to note how many of you has properly listened to the
Timing.
yeah, sorry, let us have the timing report for table.
Several topics, all of them can be voted, which means all of them are within the threshold of the given time allotment. That's all right.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster. So now let us welcome Toastmaster Shiva Kumar to conduct a quick quiz. 5 questions. So,
Thank you, Toastmaster. I only have 5 ready for the quiz? May I know the title of Toastmaster Purandai's speech?
Laughter is the best medicine. Oh, okay, I think
His prepared speech title.
DUI.
No,
DUI.
it's not DUI. It is DUIA. Right?
No, DUI.
DUI. Then how can you expand it as it driving under influence of alcohol?
It is service called DUI.
DUI. Then I myself added yes. So, okay, to correct that, may I know the title of Madam Toastmasters, Madam Toastmaster Aruna's speech?
Ordinary, extraordinary. Extraordinary, extraordinary. Or ordinary, extraordinary.
An ordinary, extraordinary woman. Right? Okay. So, where they went for a desert safari? Jordan. That's right. And what was the education that she has gone through? What was the what is the qualification of?
BCom and MBA.
BCom and MBA, that's right. And when did United Nations celebrate Day of Tolerance? This is a difficult question. Let me repeat it. When did United Nations celebrate Day of Tolerance?
November 1990. November 1990.
1995. But the days.
Day of Tolerance.
November
1995. Yeah.
16th November.
16th November, that's right. Date is right.
1995.
1995 is correct. Good. Wonderful for the living skills. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shiva. Now let us quickly go to the report session. So we have our first report from Toastmaster Arul Shekhar, the Wordmaster and the
Thank you, Toastmaster. Just a word of the day. Number of times the word tenacity has been repeated. 10 times it's repeated.
It's a good achievement from Wordmaster perspective. Right?
Wordmaster. And I'm just reading the grammar.
You have marked the names.
Yeah, mark the names. Yeah. Madam Toastmaster Aruna, 3 times repeated. 3 times used the word tenacity. And Toastmaster Siva used 2 times of that.
Oh.
And balance 4 times used from my side. And the grammar. Sorry. And in the grammar side, all of them well speech has been done, and few of them has been done in the incomplete sentences. Wait, I go there, and middle of the some of the is broken English, some of the places it came there, but more or less all of them has done the wonderful. The grammar side is done. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arul. Now let me invite Toastmaster Vivek Ayappan to provide the accountants report.
Good evening once again. The report is too much, but I given not all speakers because of involved in some other. Whatever I had was from Arul Shekhar, our new member, 3 times. Shivakumar heard 7 times and asked 6 times, 3 times. Shanawaz asked 3 times and some repeated words. we have one time. Android I could not find. John Thomas 3 times asked used. Golden drive half 5 times around. Ashraf TT 2 times. And repeated words you know 1 time. Aruna used you know 1 time. And our guest Madhyavan used half 8 times. These are my notifications. And I myself used some repeated words and broken English. Remember, but I could not remember that. Over to you. I think the most are used when one time the speeches, table topic speeches, so where we want to find the words or sentences in between that most of them use the as. Before that it was blank my paper. So table topics, please. More
Thank you very
concentration.
much, Dr. Vivek, for the detailed report. Now let us hear from our guests how they felt about the meeting. So let me first invite Toastmaster Nabil for his opinion about the meeting which just conducted.
Good evening. Before I come here, I really don't know about what is going on here. Actually, I don't know. I don't usually speak in English, and my communication is very poor. But I try to speak my level best. I think this program will improve our communication skill and leadership. I did the leadership before in my college. I was chief coordinator of breakfast. I did many things to manage that event, timing, everything. And this is a good program to improve myself. Very good. That's all.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nabil. Now let me invite Toastmaster Madhyavan for the
Good evening all. I find it a very wonderful program and event. Hopefully this will be helping me to enhance my skills and whatever the gaps are there currently with me during the communication and interpersonal skills. Hopefully I will improve all the gaps and thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now let me invite Toastmaster Vivek Ayyappan.
Yes, sir.
He's our member. Okay.
You already
Yeah.
came out, right?
Good evening all. Sitting in as an audience, we can able to sit and laugh and clap all the thing. Coming to the stage and how the difficulties there. One of the things is what I am able to see the thing. We can able to the topic you are able to hear or listening properly, then you can able to understand it and reflect the thing that maybe I am unable to hear properly. So listening skill we need to improvement to be done. That's the thing I am able to see the thing. Second one, sitting and laughing and clapping is easy. Coming to the stage, so how much preparation we need to be done that one. So I am able to, one of the thing, Sean was small one, word of the master itself, how much important giving and how much putting into the board and now all the thing in the morning when he asking all the questions and preparation, that itself, how the impression that to build, we need to work hard to come to the thing, how the other members talking in order to additionally to develop and deliver the speech. Thank you.
invite Toastmaster or President Toastmaster in the AFM for presenting the awards for the best performance today. So today we had an icebreaker speech by Madam Toastmaster Aruna. So let me invite Madam Toastmaster to receive the icebreaker. The best speaker today is again Madam Toastmaster Aruna Shivakumar.
Yours, please.
So the best able topic speaker, Toastmaster John Thomas. And the best evaluator is again Toastmaster John Thomas.
Thank you, group, for group. Come forward.
Thank you very much and congratulations for the best performance. Now let me invite Toastmaster Naufal for the general evaluation report.
Good evening once again on the talk. Before my session, when Shana was informed that Quizmaster is cancelled, so I have taken a forward step and I started to prepare the questions.
Okay.
But unfortunately, Shivkumar is holding. But however, just try me to ask only a few questions. If I do not ask, it is not satisfied with this. So first of all, let me ask a question. Which is the year of John Thomas is passed out his bachelor degree?
1990. He gave 2 years.
Which is, he mentioned 2 years.
1996 he mentioned, but he
What is mentioned is wrong. What was that year?
1996.
Which is the correct year?
1990, yeah. Lot of quiz in the question.
And one more question. And Shivkumar, his debate topic subject. What was the subject of Shivkumar?
Parents are the most important influence.
What is the timing of Toastmaster Bruno?
I don't know. 7 minutes. You cannot. I did. 7 minutes, 10 seconds.
7 minutes?
No.
7 minutes, 2 seconds.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. So I am the correct. And Madam Toastmaster Aruna, what she want to become?
Entrepreneur.
That's right. So okay, thank you. That's enough. So as a general evaluator, today we have short of numbers. Even we have successfully completed. So first of all, today and the role Secretary House, Toastmaster Shanavas, he has reported here 7:45. He was here and well arranged venue, and it was perfect,
great job. And as our president, Toastmaster Vivek Ayappan, has given the presidential speech, and he's mentioned about our club achievement, especially that I think after a long time we success that 2 awards. One is Top Toastmasters, and I think it's the first time came here in the Maximus Awards. It was a great announcement, and similarly he has given other information also, and the division contest, the winners, it was an informative to all. It was very good. And going to the role play session, Annie, Madam Toastmaster Annie, she is first time actually doing the timer role, but even she has done it meticulously. Give a big round of applause. And again, our president, he has done another role as an accountant. It was superb, and he was not leave anyone. Very good. And before that, I forgot to inform that our guest, today we have 3 guests, all are well arranged and well introduced themselves. It was good. And going to from the guest, I forgot to inform that, from the guest, Toastmaster Arun Shekhar, he has given a good message and he is motivated to us. When he was conducting our participating for a speech, yeah, that which was that? 200. Yeah, 200 meeting. That evaluation by our great Toastmaster John Thomas. It was great, and he has observed that one. It is as a Toastmaster, if I am hearing from you, it is a great. Thank you for the feedback. And his presentation as a word master, it was good. The tenacity, and many of us use that word. It was really good. And the grammarian also, you've done a great job. Keep it up. And the next role play as a Toastmaster Eunice, table topics. It's the second time I've been doing. Even it was a perfect, very good. And the next role, quickly, Toastmaster Shivukumar, he has taken as a thought of the day without any preparation. From here he prepared, and even he has delivered a nice thought, which was that urge to learn. Yeah, it was a really great, and he suggested to increase our vocabulary. So what is the main agenda? We can make it that very easily. In a 1 year as a Toastmaster, we are learning without any effort approximately 24 words. Because every month we are conducting 2 meetings, that means there is a 2 words are there. If calculated by 12, it should be a 24 words. So there is no effort. We need to just track in our mobile or computer anywhere. It is easy to learn. So keep it up. Thank you, Shilpa. And speeches, I'm not ready to comment in because already our legends have given our comments about the speech. Anyway, all the speakers, evaluation speech was very well, so well. And finally, a well-organized, a very well meeting, 202 was successfully completed. Thank you, that's all.
You can stay here to vote for the next meeting agenda.
Thank you. So, as the next meeting is going to conduct by 22 April. Okay, so I need a Toastmaster of the evening. I think, lady, you can do it there. Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster, and speeches?
Yeah.
1 minute.
You know, I do a speech of learning purpose. I do a speech, my first speech. I don't want to be.
You have already done the icebreaker.
No, I did the second one.
Second one.
Yeah, I do a speech.
You are ready to take the
first
speech. Okay, you can do the speech, but one must be one without EMI. We will do EMI. Okay, fine. 1 second. Speeches and second speech. Shiva. Yes. Which one?
Level 3 first.
Level 3 first. Then
ACD 7.
ACD 7.
ACD 8.
ACD 8. So for speech. So remaining notes we can get by.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all. Then I forgot to inform you one person, our Toastmaster of the evening actually. Our actually the subject which he has taken, that tolerance, it was a nice, and there is a lot of information. Everything is very helpful to us. Actually, I was prepared here, but no time. I was not able to give all the details. However, it was a great and a presentation. Especially the presentation. We are always concentrating that one, because he has given by the gap. There was a proper gap. That's why it was in a good keep up. So that's what I am going to do. Toastmaster, today to close you.
How was today's meeting? Fantastic. Around 30 members made it. Successful meeting. So 22nd, I think we expect more members, because as a regular day, we hope the hospital give the same day. 22nd is Monday. So I think some of the new members needs mentors, because this will help us. Each members must have mentor. Senior members will be in other Toastmaster club also, or division level also, or each other. So a mentor will be always helpful us to improve, because they have see us in a different perspectives and different ideas to grow in our daily activities, or even whatever, like the presentation what Sana was done here, because we cannot see that one. Maybe he's an IT guy, we cannot read that presentation what it exactly what. Maybe because of the color slide.
Right.
So light also. So what we have to use
background.
here? Background.
Dark blue background and black letters.
So we have to improve.
The combination.
The main things what we are coming here as platforms is to improve our each and every activities. So I think each member should select a mentors. As Shiva has given a great speech about a mentor. So find a mentors for you. Myself, so I have mentors. If anything I need, I talk to Rajesh Paligar. So he has support. So mentorship is very important. That we are not perfect persons. So better and have mentors from this club or another clubs, or any other from your organizations, whatever it is. Mentor is helpful for us. I came to know this from after reaching this place. So with this notes, let us wind up, adjourn the meeting number 202 here. Thank you.